if you asked me a year ago what I thought of DNSSEC, I mean, the best you'd get out of me would be a shrug.
Right.
And even when we found the bug, like, I basically told everyone, I don't want to hear a thing about DNSSEC because we've got like a couple months to fix this, and we're not getting the world to deploy it. But when there's a fire, you don't think about building codes, you put out the fire. But man, it's out.
Now you gotta look around and see what's available.
And let's start talking about what it's going to take so that these kind of fires don't happen again.
So you're putting your eggs in the DNSSEC basket as opposed to the DNS curve.
I like DNS Curve. I like Dan Bernstein. I see where he's coming from. DNS Curve has a very compelling deployability story. But the thing is this is not a fault of the protocol DNSSEC. It's a fault of the present implementations. And given that there isn't an implementation for DNS Curve, I mean, but the ultimate thing against DNS Curve, and again, Dan Bernstein is a very smart guy, we have a lot to learn from him, but you can't do end-to-end trust with DNS Curve. DNS Curve is link-based. That means you can only have a secure link to the person you're talking to. And as the problem is, it's like, if every individual desktop...
Right, you may as well do opportunistic VPN tunnels to everybody if you're doing end.
With what credentials? With what key? Where's your key management? Why don't we have secure email? Because we don't have key management of any strength.
Right. And where would you put those keys? DNS is a very convenient location.
The number of things that we can finally fix after all these years, once we have a scalable, secure system, this is why I've changed my opinion. But in order to do this, we need endpoints to be able to extract keying material end to end. In DNSSEC, you can do that because the trusted data can be passed from a DNS cache to the host, and the host can validate the data. In DNS Curve, if the host does not actually go ahead and request it directly, it doesn't know. It has to trust some guy. How do you do that at Starbucks? You can't do that at Starbucks. So instead, at Starbucks, you're going to go ahead, use the DNS infrastructure directly. Every desktop will use it. We'll have 100 to 500x increase in the amount of DNS traffic, and the DNS will
And at the end of the day, you'll still won't have end-to-end.
Oh, you'll have end-to-end, but the internet will be down because you've increased traffic 500 times.
So, that was your big adventure.
It's been a long year.
And your talk was dealing with sort of the aftermath. So what's in the future? Any glimpses? Any new... I mean, do you see a lot more in DNS future for you to tweak with? You stream audio over it? You stream video over it?
I think this point is, my game for 2009 is really how are we going to fix the way we do security? Because frankly, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We have to change the game a little. We have to change the rules. It doesn't mean you build a new internet. That's the concept. We'll build a city in the middle of a forest with no roads in and out. It'll be perfect.
And it'll be great.
No one will live there.
Now, when you found the DNS bug by accident, you're trying to do a CDN, a content distribution network, over DNS. So I was kind of thinking, well, you got diverted for a year plus. Are you going to go back and play with that, or that's small potatoes now?
I totally should do that, shouldn't I?
Well, I mean, you've got to finish what you've started.
All right, forget Akamai. We've got Dokamai now.
Hey, well, thanks a lot.
No problem.